Yeah, just what an awesome way to open up our season and feel really proud. I think that this game was really good for us because UTRGV is tough, and they really, kind of exposed us in some ways early, but I was super proud of our players' response at the second half and came out and made some adjustments in the second half to, get the outcome that we were hoping for.
Did you expect UTRGV to have a pop in the beginning?
I did, because I have played against them many, many times. So when I was in the WAC at UMKC, we played them twice a year, and Lane does a great job. He always has his kids prepared. He always has his kids loose, and they just play hard. So I was ready for that, trying to convey the message to our players, of course, but we figured it out, and I think it was good for us to see that early.
Exhibition, I guess, to whet the appetite, but were there any nerves coming out? What was it like?
I think everyone on our team has been waiting to play a game literally since they got to campus. I did the math. My staff helped me do the math. It's been 154 days. And so although in that time period, we were working and knew we had to figure out a new roster and obviously practice, we've been hungry to play. So it just felt good to get out there and get after it.
Is that the type of balanced scoring that you're looking for on an every game basis?
It is. And we knew that was going to be the case in our recruiting process because if you do your research, you'll see that we have a lot of scorers, and it's been a little bit of a challenge for us as a coaching staff to kind of figure out what it looks like. Even our third player off the bench, she was Division II National Player of the Year. So you look back, you see, okay, all these kids have started every game that they've been in. They were scorers at their previous schools. And I just love what we have because they all have that scoring mentality, but they're also selfless and understand, just putting team over themselves.
Claire and Taryn kind of kept you guys with a cushion in the first half. How'd you feel about their performance?
Well, they're just incredibly experienced, and they both have a maturity to them. I was talking about the players that we've, recruited and the success that they come from. They, played in an NCAA tournament last year, and I don't think Taryn has ever not started a game. So that it's so nice as a coach to be able to fall back on that experience and maturity, and they bring that every day for us.
What was it that sort of flipped the switch there? I think it was late third when y'all had been in control but not really putting it away, right. and then you just took off.
Yeah, well, I think defensively we started doing what we needed to do, and we know that for us everything starts with our rebounding, and we weren't winning the war on the boards the way that we want to, but there was a stretch there where we were able to do that, and that was, able to lead to easy offense for us.
You seem to have some versatility because you've got some tall guards and athletic forwards, some different things you can do. Is that fair to say?
Yeah, definitely. A lot of versatility. We feel like we can go inside, we can go out. We have a lot of different weapons, especially from the three-point line, that makes it easy for us then to have driving lanes. Overall, just the balance and the versatility is something that we really pride ourselves on.
What's the status update on Cassidy?
Yeah, Cass is day-to-day right now. We'll see. We'll figure it out. But I was really proud of our team because we've had some adversity, nothing serious, but we've had different things that maybe we weren't prepared for that kind of just came up quickly, and our kids' response has been spot on of what it needs to be each time.
Coach, you talked about that selflessness. The ball was moving today. How did you feel like your team did, and was that a thing that you told them about before?
Yeah, I felt like we were over dribbling in the first half, and I think that their pressure bothered us. They were doing a good job of just not letting us catch where we wanted to, and I felt like the ball was sticking. So we talked at halftime just about moving the ball, playing off the pass and not over dribbling, and our kids adjusted really well.
Now, you said that the team has a lot of really high scores and everything. Naomi did not score very well tonight, but she had 7 assists. How did she help contribute off the court and on the court? How did it affect the girls and everything and their attitudes?
Yeah, I mean, Mimi's just a great leader, and great leaders lead when things aren't going well, and they lead when things are going well just the same. They're consistent, right? And that's Mimi. And she knew that she was struggling and not shooting it as well as she is used to, but that's the thing about her. She's going to find a way to contribute and help the team. And like you said, she comes up with 7 assists. So whatever it takes, Mimi's going to do.
You had to bring in a lot of different pieces to kind of make this team. At what point did you know with Claire that she was going to be pretty good?
When we recruited her, but she's been so consistent. I mean, from the time that she got to campus, Claire went through a phase where she didn't even know if she was going to play, and then made up her mind ultimately, and the rest is history. But once she made up her mind, really from the time she got on campus, she's just been incredibly consistent for us and solid.
Like you said, a very anticipated day, first game. Would you ever have imagined that you guys would nearly eclipse the century mark in terms of points?
It's not really something we think about, to be honest. Our focus is so much on defense and rebounding because we know that if we do that, then those easy points are going to come for us. And like I said, I think that's kind of what blew it open, in the second half. But we want to play fast. We want to score it, and we've got a lot of players that can do that for us. So we don't necessarily have a target score that we're trying to get every game, but we do know we want to take a lot of shots and let it fly.
Lior got going like that in the second half, is it kind of easy to say, get the ball to her, or did the ball just keep finding her?
I mean, everyone sees Lior do that every day. So in practice, we've been able to understand who's good and in what positions, and Lior is really good, especially in transition of, stopping and popping. And our players, it's fun because they're learning about each other, but they all understood the assignment, get the ball to Lior.
Were you planning to take the mic and salute the crowd after the game, or was that something that just happened?
Yeah, that was something that I knew I wanted to do, and will continue to do. I have so many favorite things about Oklahoma State, but without a doubt, our fan base is just, I can't imagine being in a community that's more welcoming, more accepting, and we're trying to do something really special here, and I just want them to know that I want them to be a part of it. And I felt that tonight from them, and it was really special. And it's something that I just want to continue to acknowledge that they've done for me. It's a way to give back. Thank you.
You guys kind of led the way in the first half, kind of keeping that cushion for you guys. How'd you guys feel about kind of you guys playing together? I mean, you guys are from UT. How'd you guys feel about that first half, kind of leading the way?
I think we wanted to get out to a strong start. This is a very good team that can really just punch you in the mouth, and we wanted to get ahead of them. As far as playing with Claire, I love playing with Claire. We've been playing together since freshman year, so it's always fun being out there with her.
Yeah, kind of what T said. We were just really excited to get out on the floor. Playing with her for the last 5 years has been super awesome. This is our last go at it. We're soaking up every last minute of it on the court. We're super blessed to have this opportunity as well.
I'm sure you guys have had games like this. Have you guys had games like this at UT where you both are contributing back and forth?
Yeah.
No, we love playing together, and so it's always fun when we're out there together. We really feed off of each other, and so I think you guys can see that as well, watching it.
What was the halftime speech like? Because you guys were kind of struggling on the three-point shooting in the field. What was that halftime speech like?
It was kind of just like starting the game, we wanted to throw the first punch, but they're a really, really aggressive team, and I think they had a lot of grit to them, and we wanted to match that. So Coach Jacie was really just making it emphasize that we need to come out and throw the first punch coming out of half and have a good, aggressive third quarter.
Were you guys part of each other's decisions to come here? Did you guys make that separately from each other?
Well, she was in the portal before I even was, and then
I can honestly say though, I was persuading her a little bit after I committed. I was persuading her a little bit to come here.
Yeah, it was really tough to part ways, especially when you're blessed with another year to play, and might as well do it with someone I've been doing it with since the beginning. So.
Does that make it easier when you guys are both here going through it together?
Oh yeah, for sure.
It's been great having her here. She gets on my nerves though. I'm just kidding. No, it's great. It's great being here with her and getting just to experience everything with her.
For both of you, you're both back close to home, and I'm sure it's probably easier for family to get here to watch tonight. What has that experience been like for both of you?
It's a blessing. Being in Texas for the past 4 years, you know, you can't really just go home on the weekends whenever you want, and so it's been amazing to be able to see my family a lot more and for them to be able to support us more.
Yeah, it really makes me feel more at home just to see my family all in the stands. That hasn't happened in a really long time. Just to know that they're going to be there at every home game and have that support. And even my high school, the whole team came here today. My past coaches, they were here, and it's just nice to be at home to where your support is surrounding you all the time.
Taryn, how would you rate the comfort level of this team right now, and how much more is there that's capable?
I would rate. We don't try to be comfortable. We just try to be us. We put in all the hard work. We've done the hours, and now we're just ready to kind of show everybody all the hard work we put in. So I think there's a lot of growing to do. But as far as where we are right now, I'm happy with where we are. But obviously, always room for improvement.
Claire, Leora had been kind of quiet, and then middle of the third quarter just sort of exploded. Have you seen that kind of stuff from her in practice and knew that was something she's capable of?
Oh yeah, everyone knows what she's capable of. That is a shooter. She's deadly on the floor. You don't want to leave her open. And for her to come out there and bust it was awesome to see. She's always the one shooting extra, and it's just good to see that hard work pay off for her.
For both of you, how has Hoyt's culture changed? How has that been implemented between you two?
I think from the jump when we got here in the summer, she kind of told us, she was like, we will be a good team off the court and on the court. We will have each other's back. We will think of each other like sisters. And all the things we do kind of led up to that. Her culture is amazing. I'm really happy to be a part of it. And I think you can kind of see that on the court because we're so close off the court as well.
Yeah.
Either one of you that wants to answer this. Y'all kind of got a lead early, and then it just sort of hovered around 10, 12, 14 before y'all really put it away. Was there something missing, or was it just flow of the game you need to get going, or what do you think enabled you to get to that point and finally take off?
I think it came down to our team's grit. We're very resilient, and we noticed that there needed to be a change that needed to be made, and we're all about sudden change for our team. And so making just little adjustments and sticking together really got us through that little wave. But once we got through it, I think we really took off, and it was nice to see our team pull together.
Now, Naomi, she did not score very well, especially in the first half at all, but she had 7 assists. How did that affect you guys?
I think it didn't affect us. We have so many weapons on offense, and so I was telling her on the bench, I was like, you're probably our best scorer. You didn't have a good scoring game, and look how many points we just scored. So I think it's a blessing we have so many weapons to where if one person maybe isn't scoring much as they usually do, we have other people to step up on that front.
Anything else? Thanks, ladies.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you, guys.